I've been reflecting this week about timing and humility and allowing God to be in control of our lives. And as I see the generations in my family that are going, the story continues. We had an intimate family gathering for a baby shower last night for our expected new grandchild. And the celebrations are wonderful for carrying on into the future with new generations. And as a mom, seeing that next generation, my heart is undone. It's like looking at the most beautiful sunrise, and expecting this new child. So be in prayer for our lovely Julie, who's expecting this month a new baby. I appreciate your prayers, and I appreciate that this church is such a family that when I need prayer for myself or for my daughter-in-law, she's my daughter, that I can just ask you and you'll pray for me. And it's the same with you, with us. So never hold back when you need prayer. Come and see us or come and see anyone around you. But access the love and grace that's here. I do, and it's life-changing, life-saving. Clap your hands for yourself, because you're good friends and you're good nurturers. And on Mother's Day, we celebrate all women. And we're just so thankful as women. I know as a woman, I'm so thankful to be in a house of God that I can wholeheartedly be authentically proud of. That I'm just so uplifted and encouraged that it's actually challenging. It's amazing. So let's be like that every day. So I don't want to forget. Oh, Mom, I'm sorry. Get up here, Mom, right here. So, Mom, I found out, this is my mom, Maggie. I love you. And I brought her some colorful flowers because she's the sunshine of my life. Mom, you're the best. I love you. We're going to go hang out later. She's awesome. She's amazing. I found out, my name in different cultures actually means colorful. Jesus. Okay, so it's 9:26. A mom knows her child's needs space. A mom knows a child needs room to grow. And we don't ever want to fence someone in, right? My mom has never fenced me in. But I'm not just talking this morning about the relationship between my mom and me, but let's just think about the dynamics of nurturing and motherhood. So a mom knows what her child needs. Think of a child, think of a baby, right? But think about your miracle that you're holding in your hand, right? I have things that I'm believing for. Kim, you've got things you're believing for, a car, right? You have things you're believing for, Wanda, Jerry, friends. And you don't act like they're not there. That's your miracle. That miracle's already in your hands. We've learned that we see it before we see it, if we're ever going to see it. But don't neglect your miracle as it's growing up and developing in your life. I want to encourage you this morning that what's in your hand has been anointed. And I have to say something because, as a mom, there's times I got to put my lioness on. And I got to say, look, my child needs some room. She needs some room to sleep. It's nap time. My daughter needs to rest. Let her rest. Don't be complaining. Y'all simmer down. My miracle is developing. It's growing. Don't be coming into the hospital room and talking death. We speak life. I got to embrace Pastor Robert and Suzanne this week, face to face. And what did we talk about? We talked about gratitude. We talked about how grateful God is. What a powerful, miraculous God we serve. And every time we speak, life comes out and is formed all around us. And as a mom, you ask a lot of questions. And one question that's been stirring in my heart and my soul is, like if I had to ask someone a question, right? Like someone who's growing up in the faith, I might ask them if they have some unbelief in their lives, or if they're struggling with, Lord, help my unbelief. Lord, I want to have more faith. You know, that's a common question that I get. People saying, pray for me. I want my faith to grow. Well, I just want to ask you as a mother, what happened to make this unbelief feel so welcome in your life? Just like as a mom, like something I would just ask my children, like what happened? We need to sometimes answer that. If we want to continue to develop, we have to be real. We've got to not just ask the questions, but Elijah reminded me yesterday, because I've been talking about the word because all the time. I'm so excited about because women. Jesus. So I'll tell you more later. But I've got this beautiful thing I'm creating at home, and it starts with because, real big, and he comes in and he goes, because. He was used to say, because is not an answer to me as I was growing up. And I was like, I said, what? I didn't even remember what I said. And he's like, you used to say, as I was growing up, if I would answer you, why? And he would answer, because. And I would say, because is not the final answer. Because is not enough. Give me some more. Why? Why? So let's challenge each other. And so let's not end it with because. Let's get to the answer. Let's get to the root cause. Let's grow. Let's develop together. I have like 10,000 other things to tell you, but I'll just tell you like 27 more things. That's it. Because we're not in a hurry. We're soaking in the word. What God has for us is priority. It's priority in this moment. And we're recognizing it. So sometimes, okay, so here's this thing. I wrote it down. I'll tell you how it kind of came to me. This may not seem big to you, but my mom knows the meaning behind it. This change in my life might not seem like a big deal to you. Maybe it just looks little. Maybe it just looks like just a small little shift. But the one who nurtures, understands, and realizes how big it is. The one who's watched you grow. The one who's had to hold your hand all of those seasons, all of those years, maybe extra years extra. They know, what happened? Well, not really much happened. God just moved this much in my life. It was just a whole big miracle. Papa, you say it. It just takes this much for God to move. God doesn't have to do much. He's done what he's doing. But when he touches my life, it might not seem like a big deal to you. But the changes in our lives as we develop step by step are enormous. And those with us, who grow with us along the way. That's why we recognize when each other grow, because we're growing with each other. So let's keep our eyes open. So before she had to help me, now I can do it on my own. Look, Mom, I can do it. Look, Mom, I can walk. Look, Mom, I can ride a bike. Look, Mom, I can fly. Why can I fly? Because I take myself so lightly. That's what Chesterton says about angels. Shh. she's resting. Shh. Let's respect the one who's taking the time to nurture another. Let's honor them in whatever mothering position they're in. If someone's nurturing someone, don't interrupt. Give them a moment. Give them a moment to nurture. Let's be wise. Let's be mature. Let's help each other out. The Lord cares about each stage in our development. And there's a special timing to nurturing. And we're getting so good at it. We're getting so good at it. So I want to leave you with this. The one who nurtures sees the development. And this miracle that you now hold in your hands, this miracle isn't even yet fully developed. I say it with a skip in my heart, with an extra beat of emotion, because I think of as how quickly children grow is how quickly your miracle is being developed. And I want to say prophetically that we're in a season of release. We're in a season of release. And as once someone's maybe held the hand, now it's time to say, look, my child, you can do it. Release that miracle. Are you trying to help God out with your miracle? Let me just let you know that life is too big and too complicated for us to be in control. God must be in control of our lives. I'm mighty M. I'm mighty. I'm wise. I'm colorful. I'm creative. I have self-control. But I'm not in control. I'm not in control. God is. I'm not almighty. I'm mighty as I follow. Let me just encourage you to appreciate the stage of development that you're in. We don't have to rush. Let's let God do his work. Let's let God be in control. And let's let and watch God get all the glory. All the glory. Let's not act as though the miracle isn't already here in our midst. Let's rejoice and be glad. Let's carry her, our miracle. Let's nurture her. Let's spend time with her and speak tenderly to her. I love you so much. I'm glad we're connected, and I'm glad that I'll see you again next week. I love you so much.